Please, please, please let this gentleman make his point. I'll get back here. Sir.
I think one of the problems that we're having discussing this is a problem of balance. I grew up in a single-parent household with a very strong mother. And my mother was a young woman when I was growing up, and instead of going out and partying, it was disco days. She worked for 11 hours a day, and she kept us together. And I'm sorry, this is not a balanced picture that you're drawing here. I mean, black women, I'm sorry, I have nothing but respect and congratulations
for them. Is it a balanced picture that I'm the first woman in 500 years, the first black woman? Yeah. Wait a minute, this is important. Is it a balanced picture that I am the first black woman in 500 years to write a book in favor of the black man? Is that a balanced picture?
You're not the first woman to do. You keep saying that you're the first woman, but the world didn't begin with you. You're just trying to make money off of black women, and it's not right.
Now they want to talk about the Monet. They always want to talk about...
See, I think you have to understand that we, as black women who are in disagreement with your book, we support what you're saying. We have a problem with the dehumanizing imagery in that book and the fact that it denigrates so many of us.
We didn't like the delivery. The verb wasn't in the right tense. I'm sorry.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. I'll get you in, I promise.
I didn't read the book, but it seems to me...
Thank you.
I didn't read the book, but it seems to me she is just trying to help all black women and black men.
Well, wait.
I'm not finished. But what I want to know is, I'd like to ask her and other black women and black men here.
Yeah. It's as though somebody wrote a book saying all women with red hair are wretched. You know, that's the way some see this.
Is it just working towards self-improvement, though?
Miss Ali?
That's absolutely
And what
not
came
true.
first?
It's a book telling us that all of this so-called political game, politics means policy, and the only place we can implement any permanent policy is in our homes.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to remind black women to do.
Yes. Yes, please, Jesse.
That's Vivian Gardner's man.
Please let him make his point.
Well,
Sir.
one thing I want to speak about is the...
Please give him your attention.
One thing I want to speak about is the emotion of the black man.
Yes.
The black man is emotionally out of order, too, because of the black woman. We're not strong within ourselves. We have no sense of direction for ourselves. And this insecurity has been passed down to us from the black woman because the father has not been there for us.
Here's what she'll tell the child when the black man is not present, according to Shahrazad Ali. Show him 43, Brian. Here's how you depict black women alone at home with the kids. Your father don't care nothing about you. I'm the one who loves you.
That's when the man is not in the house with
That's what
the
I'm
child.
saying.
Yeah,
if
right.
he wanted you here, he'd be with you. Your father's a bum. He ain't got no job. He ain't got no nothing. Mr. Peterson, among others, steps forward to say that once you expose a child of any sex to that kind of rhetoric in childhood, they will grow up to disrespect the gender of the person against whom it's directed.
Disrespecting our men in front of our children, and usually it's based upon because he does not give us money. We can't raise a child with just money. You have to have some guidance and some direction from the father. We must return to parental coalition. It shouldn't have anything to do with money. We use our children as a weapon against our men, and if they don't give us money, we don't even let them see
And you're saying in a large section of the black community, the black woman is emotionally beating up the male.
Yes.
Yes. We'll be back in just a minute. Make your point here. You've been very patiently listening.
I think that the major problem is that Miss Ali has been able to use media very well. What she says here sounds logical, but it's not in the book. It is not in the book.
Okay. Tell us the difference, please.
The major difference in the book is it's almost 200-page diatribe against black women. There's not even 10 pages in the book that says anything positive about black women.
Can I explain
that? On the other side, there are no answers to the problem. There are no answers.
There are.
No. There are no answers in the book.
There's a lot of answers
She doesn't
in the
deal
book.
with the whole question of education. She doesn't deal with white supremacy. She doesn't deal with the political reality in the
We've
country.
dealt with all of those books, and ain't nobody read them. Our people haven't read the book. Our people are reading my book.
I have the answer for you. I have the answer.
No, she doesn't deal with the whole question.
Hold it, please. Thank you very much for giving your thoughtful attention to Mr. Motabu.
We cannot go back 100 years, Phil. We have to understand that what the brother said about balancing is very important. That is, you have 60% of the head of households in black community headed by black women. These black women are at the lowest level.
Why are they alone, brother?
Because white supremacy has
That's nothing to, I mean, why don't they have a man?
Well, one of the major, the men are not there. That's why they don't have a man.
No, I know they're gone, but why did they leave?
No. The men did not leave. The men were forced out. See, you don't understand history. When we came out of integration, and came in terms of the war on poverty. Johnson signed a bill in terms of aid to families and children, and that people could get the money, the women could get the money if the men were not there. The men were pushed out of the home by white people, not by black women. All right? Now, we must understand that this country has gone from, say, around 1900 to an agrarian-based, industrial-based economy to an economy today based upon services, information gathering, and new technology. White women came back into the economy in 1968, 1969, pushing black men out. An underground economy began to develop. The point I'm trying to make is that we cannot take a victim's view of our condition. And the victim blames the victim, rather than recognizing...
That's white folks' psychology. We're not dealing with that anymore, brother. The time is up for that. We're on another whole different program now. No, we're not into that anymore.
I have the answer to our problem. What the black man gonna have to do is stop looking to the black woman for the answer. He's gonna have to look at himself and overcome that problem that he has, and then take charge of his home.
And this is to tell him what he hasn't known about us. This is so he'll know what he's dealing with.
Is the caller there? Thank you for waiting. Go ahead, caller.
Yes, hello. I want to know whether or not Miss Ali is holding black women responsible for the failure of black men to stay in high school and college and to perform well and put themselves in a position to be economically independent and to take care of their families.
You don't like my call?
I'm not against the black woman taking care of her family. Certainly, we have some responsibility to help raise our children. I'm not saying that. See, the point is that this was not intended to be a book of balance to show the good points and the bad points of the black woman. This is to show that we are strong black women. But I'm saying we have used our strength in the wrong direction. We're using it against her. I didn't have to show it in that. You wrote your book the way you wanted to. Didn't nobody buy it. I wrote mine the way I wanted to, and it was the truth.
Are you there, caller?
And that's what the real issue is here. That's really what we're dealing with.
May I ask this caller to please make...
that book and the success of this.
I get it. Are you there, caller? Hi.
Hello?
Yes, please.
Yes, I'm deeply saddened by Miss Ali's book, and I just think that it reiterates some of the negativism that the majority populace in this country likes to constantly perpetuate that our community, the African-American community, is in. It's unfortunate that Miss Ali feels this way. I don't think it depicts the total African-American community and the way that it's existing today. I think that
all of the people agree with the Bible, the Torah, and the Quran.
Yeah.
I think that it reiterates myths about the African-American community that is not true, and it's just unfortunate this book is getting so much attention in the media because, again, I think it's getting the attention because it projects the African-American community negatively.
Hang on 1 second, please. Yes, ma'am. Please let this young woman make her case.
I think that woman expresses a lot of what black women feel about the book, which is that the book expresses a lot of negativism about, but we practice a lot of negativism. It has to be faced. We have to face what we do in order to change what we do. People spend millions of dollars every year with psychiatrists who sit them on a couch or lay them on a couch so that they can come to grips with what they do and live in reality. That's what we have to do. We have to face it. I read the book from cover to cover. I agree.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Please. Yes.
Listen, now I have raised my children. I'm all through all this, but I've been reading the book, and I want to highly recommend it to black women, black men, and wait a minute, because that's a fine, upstanding woman on that podium over there, and she does not come here to downtrod her race. You can believe it.
Yes, sir. Hold it for 1 second.
Now.
But see, one of the problems with the sister, the basis of her book, why she can't speak for all black women, because it's from a sectarian point of view, it's from an Islamic point of view. So, maybe nice to know it now.
Brother, get out.
All right. Okay.
That's called denial.
Miss Ali, I agree with some of the stuff you're saying, but you're also saying that we are 50% blame black women,
right.
and then white men are the other 50%.
No,
when are black men are going to take responsibility for what they're doing? And then the other point is share your man.
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did. Miss, yes, you did. Yes, Miss, you did too say it.
You wrote a book about it.
You did say it. I didn't read the book. You did say it. Can I finish, please?
All right.
I got a break. We'll be back in a moment. You want to see the dress? You can't buy this book in every place, The Black Man's Guide to Understanding the Black Woman. You're saying you'll never get on the New York Times because that's a white list, huh?
Right.
Show them the address,